This is Jonathan Agov here for Pro Boxing Fans 2020 rather. Almost messed that up straight away. First interview, I'm a bit rusty. Jay Mcfarlane, we'll just carry on from here. Scottish heavyweight Jay Mcfarlane is with me here in Doncaster, the new home. Come from Scotland. How are you finding it in Doncaster with Dave Allen?
I'm loving it, mate. I'm loving it. I don't even feel like I'm training. I'm just enjoying being in the gym, and it's something that I wouldn't say I've never had, because I've enjoyed being in the gym at times, but like when I was making cruiserweight, I enjoyed being in the gym every day, even though it was horrible, but I don't feel like I'm training. Do you know what I mean? I've done more training the past 2 weeks now, it's Friday. I've done more training the past 2 weeks than I've done for my last 3 fights. I'm flying. I'm feeling really great. I had my first spar there with Sam Hyde. He's really looking really sharp. He's fighting that Dion Juma, the kid on Ghost. But so he's fighting him. He's looking sharp. So big up Sam Hyde. Dave said I have to mention that he stopped him as an amateur. Yeah.
I want to know how this partnership came together. I mean, we all saw you at Ultimate Boxer. I think it's fair to say. I mean, we'll go on to how you fought at Madison Square Garden. I feel like Ultimate Boxer was kind of your breakout, even though it didn't go quite the way you wanted to, but you've got Dave Allen now as your trainer. Just talk to me how that sort of partnership came about.
An older man has been messaging me on the internet for about 3 years, and then he invited me to come live with him 300 miles away, so I went 300 miles away and went to move in with a stranger. That's basically how it happened, mate. He groomed me. No, me and Dave we chat on like Instagram and we have laughs, and I'm always on his I was on his lives and that when he done the Instagram lives, and just generally had a laugh. I met him down at the Lucas Brown fight, got on with him there, and then obviously Ultimate Boxer. He was just saying after it, he's like, man, he thought I had it, do you know what I mean? I definitely thought I had it, that first fight, but I would have went into the second fight with an empty tank. But I was just disappointed with the fact that I've got, like, not a shag bone arse, mate, but I'm a talented fighter, do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't train, and I was just ill disciplined, and like two of my last 3 fights I've come into the ring not sober, we'll say, right? Which I probably shouldn't say, because the board will try and take my licence off me, but I'm in Doncaster anyway, so the Scottish board can't see me here. But no, it just said to me, like, it was heartbreaking to watch. Just like, do you know, I've said it, and I'm now it. It's harder to watch someone be defeated by themselves than by a better man, and that's the 5 losses in my record, really, realistically. That's no disrespect to anybody I'm fighting. Josh Sandlin was a hard fight. That one, even fit, he would give me a handful. That's no, but apart from that, I thought I think that everybody I've been in with I've been better than, but I've been beat 5 times through. But the defeats don't bother me. Do you know what I mean? I've come back for the dead more times than Undertaker, but I'm just I think he just wants the best for him. The same as he wants the best for Liam and he wants the best for Danny. I know I see pro boxing fans, but they're amateur boys that are coming up and they're going to be good. Paul as well has just been with us a week. I say just been with us a week as if I've been here for years. I've been here 2 weeks, but it feels like long. It feels like I've been here for ages because we live together, we train together, we make passionate sweet love together. We're doing everything together, and it's becoming a real brotherly bond with all of us. You know what I mean? With Jack Lifts, he does our strength and conditioning. They're in there doing that to now. I just get the day off because I'm sparring, but I need to do it tomorrow, which isn't great. But yeah, I feel like I'm coming together nicely as in training. And this question started off of how I ended up there in Doncaster, and I just spiralled off. But that interview is brilliant. I think it's behind the gloves. Everybody thinks that Dave was steaming. He's never touched a drink in his life. He's like, you can come live in my house, shouting and bawling. But no, that's how it happened. It was through Ultimate Boxer. And he's seen the potential The potential that I know I've got, and that anybody that was there or anybody that watched it knows I've got, but I just ruined it by not being fit, not training, not taking it seriously, just being ill disciplined and being a bit a bevy merchant. I was just drinking constantly. Yeah, just.
I mean, Dave Allen's someone that's very much in the public eye in terms of if you're a boxing fan, you know who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, do you see he's an inspirational character in the sense that he may have lost focus in the past in some of these fights, and now he's sort of showing someone like you who admits he's sometimes lacks concentration. Is that sort of inspiring to see where the level he's got to and achieved by becoming a bit more focused?
Yeah, 100%. $1,000,000% on that, because I was talking to him and he was saying like if he won the Roy Thomas fight he would have retired, but he didn't win it. I thought he should have, but he didn't win it, and then he went on to have 2 massive fights headlining in no 2. I don't. Was Nick Webb after that? Was that after the Roy Thomas? I don't know. He keeps telling me that he's the ultimate boxer because he sparked the winner. but no, as it's really inspiring, and he's bringing the best out in me as well. Not just as a fighter, but as a person. Like I was saying to you earlier on, I had my first sober weekend there since like summer 2018, which as a professional athlete is just not acceptable. Do you know what I mean? It's not. And I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy. Like I'm finding I'm turning a corner, and I'm not having to lie to people saying that no, I wasn't out, I wasn't doing this, I wasn't doing that when I was. But I'm starting to mature a bit. My beard's nearly full. But no, he's an inspiring person, and he's a motivational person as well. Not just in terms of what he's done, but the way it speaks to you and the way it gets you pumped up, even just to train. It gets me excited to come to the gym and train, which is something I've never had. To be fair, I slept in for the session tonight, but no, I'm really turning the corner and feeling good.
Do you have quite an interesting backstory, which was publicised before your Ultimate Boxer? I don't know how much you like to go into it, but going back to your youth, the story of when you're on holiday in the Caribbean, are you able to tell us anything about that, how that's affected you, but helped you perhaps at the same time?
Well, I mean, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Kelly Clarkson, your words are a treasure. But it's true, you know. That was a horrible time in my life. I don't like getting into it too much. You know what I mean? If you want to know about it, it can be googled. Just like it's there. But I don't like talking about it all the time. I've openly spoken about it before, but no, it's a horrible time in all my family's life, not just my life. For my mum having to go through that, and my younger brother Kai. But I've got another wee brother out of that, wee Jax. So that's what my wee diamond's for. I call him my diamond in the rough. So that bad situation, I got the good out of it. So yeah. But it was a horrible time in my life. But things like that do make you character building, makes you stronger. We've all got stories, you know what I mean. Some are just different from others. It doesn't mean anybody's is any worse because it's how people perceive it. I don't feel much different for that happening to me. So maybe someone that was, I don't know, beat up once as a kid, it was more traumatic for them than it was for me. Even though when you look at it from an outside perspective, it looks ridiculous what happened to me. I'm a strong person, so I can kind of deal with stuff more. But 100% character builds, it makes you stronger, and I've said this before. That no one can hurt me as much as that hurt me. Do you know what I mean? No one can hurt me in a ring as much as that hurt me. So I think that makes me invincible. Superpower.
Moving on to something more positive. Something that people again might not know about you. You fought at Madison Square Garden on the undercard of Golovkin-Jacobs.
Yeah.
I mean, just talk me through that. When you got the call for that, what that experience was like. I mean, some fighters who have had way more experience than you, way more fights, will end their careers without fighting at Madison Square Garden. Just talk me through that.
Yeah, so Rich Energy, who've supported me since the start. William Story, who's the CEO and the founder of Rich Energy, he co-manages me along with Sam Kynock. He was a business partner of Golovkin in the UK, and he also sponsored Golovkin as well. And he worked into some sort of sponsorship deal that I could get on his undercards, providing that I win. So so I fought in Madison Square Garden. I was only the fourth ever Scotsman to do it. At the time, it was Gary Jacobs that was training me, who's one of the four. But yeah, it's mad, mate. So sometimes I still don't believe it actually happened. I think, see, subconsciously, I think I'm in a padded room somewhere, just smashing my head off the wall, and all this stuff that's happening to me is just in my brain. Do you know what I mean? It's surreal. Like I'm genuinely living my dream. The only thing I'm missing is money, but I'm genuinely I've been a boxing fan since I was a kid. I've been boxing since I was 8 year old. A 13 stone 8 year old. His hands stuck in the cookie jar. And I watch all these historic fights at places like this, and I get invited to go and fight over there. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking, it's surreal. It is surreal. It's mad. But it's happened. Do you know what I mean? I would love to go back and win. I mean, again, like, I fought a guy that should never. I would have beat him at 14, but something just let the occasion get to me. I'm never someone that doesn't perform in fight night. I always really perform in fight night unless I'm unfit or unsober. But I was mad. It was just the whole fight week, just being at press conferences, being at like the first time I was at a big public weigh-in, standing there in front of 1,000 people like that, fat boy with my kilt on, the Braveheart pen. Oh shit! There's cameras here. It's the same as like when I fought an Ultimate Boxer. There was obviously the 8 of us fighting, so 8 of our faces hanging from the ceiling, right? 8 foot long. It's our face. And it's our face and our hand going like that. Like 8 foot long. I stole mine. I just ripped it off the ceiling and took it home with me. But it was just surreal. Like, I'm actually going like a fan. I'm like, my face is on the TV. That's me. But yeah, stuff like they all thought, like, all the guys that were in it thought I was putting on an act. Like, I was that excited, and I was genuine. I love boxing, and I love entertainment, and I love sport, and I'm starting to put my face out there as a sports person, which means I need to treat myself like a sports person and train and do all of that. But yeah, Madison Square Garden was brilliant. Back to the question originally.
Now, moving into 2020, you've linked up with Dave Allen. You're back out, let's mention, in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, just talk to me about that. You're back out in Glasgow in 2 weeks' time. How do we get tickets for that, and who do you think you might be fighting? And
so we're aiming. It's never a certainty in boxing because shows don't happen and stuff happens. We're aiming to have at least 8 fights this year. Just get wins on my record, build experience, learn more in the gym. Dave's looking to win a British title this year, which I think 100% he's going to do. And then we're going to, the two of us are going to get like Klitschko brother status and enter WWE.
yeah,
I think that's what we're going to do, mate. The tag team champions. And then fight each other in the WWE and make fortunes. No, but I need to stop just talking, mate. I just open my mouth and let my belly rumble. No, so 24th of January I'm fighting in the Crown Plaza in Glasgow. Tickets are available direct from myself. If you just message me on one of my social media platforms, Instagram Mcfarlane, Twitter is at JCM_boxing, and my Facebook's private, so you're not getting that. I've got a J Ghost Carrigan McFarlane one, but I don't use it. I don't really like Facebook.
Yeah.
Fuck Zuckerberg. He's bought Instagram as well, hasn't he? I like Zuckerberg. Give me a blue tick. But yeah, so we're working out 24th of January. The opponent is to be confirmed, the Formidable. That's about it. 24th of January, and then we're looking to get out. If anybody wants to just invite me in shows just because I'm a nice guy, and cover the cost of my opponent, and that, you're more than welcome. But yeah, thank you, mate.